This is a KDKA-TV News special report.
We're breaking in now to bring you a special report of an active police situation on the north side. We want to get right out to a live look at the scene from News Chopper 2. This is an office building on South Commons. There are reports of shots fired inside that building, and you can certainly see here from News Chopper 2 on top of that building there some police activity on the ground as well. You can see there are numerous police vehicles there. Pittsburgh police, I see numerous Pittsburgh police SUVs there. And we went to get out to our Meghan Schiller. She talked with people who were actually inside there at the time. She's going to bring us some details right now. Meghan?
Lindsay, I talked to two workers who said that they were inside their office building in the tower directly behind me. It's called Nova Tower 2. They said it's filled with office buildings. They work for a telecommunications company. They said it was around 12:30 when they decided to walk down to go over towards Federal Galley to get some lunch. There are a lot of restaurants in this building. It's called Nova Place here on the north side. They said, however, when they were walking to lunch, they were greeted by a couple police officers that were running towards them. They described them as, quote, all business, saying that they were running, that one of them had a canine, that they had their weapons drawn, and that they told them that they immediately needed to leave the premises. So they exited, and you can see some of those officers right now, 3 of the police officers walking around in front of Nova Tower 2. So they said that they came across the street and immediately called up to their coworkers that were still up in the office building. They said they're being held upstairs right now. Those 2 people were standing here on the sidewalk, just kind of watching all of this unfold. We saw a couple police officers running around with their canines, weapons drawn. We also saw a few officers that were running into the parking garage. I talked to a woman who said that she was simply on a smoke break right near the parking garage on a street that's perpendicular to the one I'm standing on, when an officer came up to her and said, you need to get out, you need to leave this parking garage, and you need to cross the street. So when I talked to her, she was across the street standing there saying she didn't know what to do. She wasn't sure if she could go back inside yet. She had a feeling the answer was no, as she was watching those police officers essentially case the area, walk around with those canines. So far, no official word from law enforcement here on the scene. We've been talking to those employees who are just as confused, standing here across the street, wondering what they can do, and also calling and texting their coworkers who are still inside. The large police presence, most of the police officers parked, and they've run inside. We also saw a small gathering out in front of Union Fitness, which is a gym, which is on the lower level of Nova Place here on the north side. These are police from Pittsburgh Police, Allegheny County detectives, and as well as some other neighboring agencies. They all clearly pulled up and immediately ran out of their vehicles. A lot of them, the vehicles still lights activated, still running. We, of course, will keep you posted as we hear more from people here on the scene. But it does look like the majority of the people that have left have now just either decided to go home for the day, or they're just gathering and standing by waiting to hear more. So we'll get you an update as soon as we hear official word from law enforcement. But right now it's just a lot of people waiting around and hoping to hear an update about what's going on and if they can return to their office buildings this Friday afternoon.
All right, Meghan, thank you for that update on what's happening there. Again, we want to give you a quick recap as to what is happening there on the north side. We understand that this is occurring around Nova Tower 2 there, and Meghan was talking about how this is a telecommunications company. There were numerous police officers walking around there. We understand that we can see a lot of those officers through Meghan's live shot walking around there. A lot of people were being told to leave the area, not being around there. We understand that our investigator, Andy Sheehan, is also on scene, and he's about to give us a live report on what he knows about the situation happening there on the north side. Andy.
Well, we just spoke with Allegheny County Sheriff Kevin Krause. He said that this is a city case, so he didn't really want to talk about it in depth, but he says by all appearances this was unfounded. That was his word, unfounded. Apparently a call that really had no merit or had no basis in reality had summoned all these police officers en masse to the Allegheny Center Mall. As you can see behind me, Sheriff Krause has said he is pulling all of his deputy sheriffs who have been here on scene, quite a few of them. So they have been at the mall. They've cased the entire thing. They find no gunman, gunwoman, any person with a gun, any foundation for a threat to public safety at this time. So, you know, no official word from the city. The city would be the investigative agency here because it is within the city of Pittsburgh. But Allegheny County Sheriff Kevin Krause says, by all appearances, this was unfounded. Back to you.
All right, Andy, thank you for that report as well. We want to give you another quick recap. It's kind of what's happening, the situation there on the north side. We understand, again, this is happening outside of Nova Tower 2. We understand this around 12:30 when we really saw all the activity kind of picking up. Meghan was talking about police officers walking around from Pittsburgh police to Allegheny County police. They were with their canines. We also know that police were telling people who were in that area to not be in that area as they continue their investigation. We understand that we hope to get additional details from police. We understand that Pittsburgh police are handling this investigation. Keep it here on KDKA as well as our website, KDKA.com, as we continue to find more information about this. You can also get the very latest on CBS News Pittsburgh.
This has been a KDKA-TV News special report.